Hi everyone, this is Teresa Green from Slow Paths Wellness, and I'm doing things a little bit differently today because I'm in a different room in my treatment area and I'm wanting to stand up, and so I've got my little microphone right here. So today, for Mindful Monday, we're going to talk about gratitude, which makes sense since Thanksgiving's coming up this week. And one of the things about gratitude is it helps you to work on anxiety, and it helps you to work on feeling discouraged and depressed, because one of the things that gratitude does in your brain is it tells your brain things are good. When you have something to be thankful for, when you can take time to give thanks, when you can take time to feel that sense of gratitude, what happens is your brain gets a sense of safety. Because when things are stressed, when your fight or flight system is on, you don't have time to worry about whether things are good or not, or whether you're thankful for something or not. You're just looking for risk constantly. And that's a completely different state of brain health than a sense of gratitude. So by cultivating that sense of gratitude, you're able to really give yourself some important calming, and that calming helps your brain to stay in the parasympathetic nervous system more than the sympathetic nervous system, which also helps you with digestion, helps you with your sleep, helps you with all of the normal cell upkeep and maintenance that your body's supposed to do, because those things only happen at their best when you spend more time in the parasympathetic system than the sympathetic nervous system. So that's rest and digest versus fight and flight. So how to cultivate this sense of gratitude? A lot of people use gratitude journals, and I think that's wonderful. That's definitely a good part of it, because the writing, there's also great things that happen in your brain when you're writing things down instead of just thinking them. But one of the things I like to do when I'm on the go is to just sit first and think of some of the things that I am grateful for. And since I do a lot of walking, a lot of times it's things I see outside. But while I'm here in my office, one of the things I'm grateful for is just something really simple, like my little cubicle. Get over here in the camera correctly, is my little cubicle thing. It's inexpensive, it's not complicated, but I love the colors. I love my little picture up here that I got on Etsy. I love my little diffuser here that makes nice colors and puts out a vapor which helps prevent the spread of viruses, and then has essential oils in it, which I think also helps to prevent the spread of viruses. Plus, one of the oils that I use frequently actually helps. They've done studies that it helps with people with breathing issues to have better breathing. So when I think about those things, how does that make me feel? How does a sense of gratitude, of being thankful that I have these things, how does that make me feel? So I'm going to check in, and I want you to do the same. Pick some things that you're very grateful for, and think about how you feel. I have a sense of very pleasant fullness, like I'm not lacking anything. I have a sense of being touched, because I have something that I really would like to have, that I've craved to have, something that I think is attractive and usable and that I can manage and doesn't take a lot of upkeep. I feel a sense of abundance because it's something that I don't need, and I feel an outgoing feeling. So a feeling of I have things and I would be happy to share them. So I'm going to try it in my own practice here today, and I want you to do that in your own. So whatever you're grateful for, if it's a wonderful spouse, which I have that too, if it's a wonderful place to live, if it's the things that you have that you maybe haven't had all your life, like if you've had financial trouble or health trouble. I've had health trouble last year, and being able to do simple things like pick things up off the floor. This time last year I couldn't do that. It's a wonderful feeling. There's just this feeling of contentment and of peace and of gratitude. So how does that feel in my body? I want you to think how that feels in your body. In my body, it feels like my energy kind of goes down here, which makes sense because in Chinese medicine, a sense of contentment comes from the spleen and stomach, which is this general area, digestive area. I feel a sense of relaxation, which again makes sense because the part of your body that deals with the sense of lack also activates the things in your body to take action, and so it kind of tenses things up. If you don't have that sense because you're feeling grateful and feeling like you have plenty, things can relax. I feel an openness in my chest, in my heart, because when you feel a sense of gratitude, there's an outgoingness there. You're feeling a sense of gratitude for something, and if like like me, if that's a spiritual kind of gratitude, you feel a thankfulness towards God or towards the people that gave you things or the people that made it possible for you to get these things for yourself. And so now that I have that sense of what that feels like for me, I'm going to focus on it. I'm going to kind of get myself kind of, centered here. Normally I'd do something else with my hand, but I'm holding my little microphone, so I'll continue to do that. So I'm going to close my eyes, and I want you to join me and think of something you're grateful for first. Then think about how that feels in your body, and then focus on that feeling, because that's how you train your brain to seek more opportunities for gratitude. When you tell your brain, this is a sensation that we want to really look for and increase in our body. And what happens when you deal with anxiety is your brain starts looking for threats as its normal state. And that's a very miserable way to live. So if you tell your brain, I'm going to focus on this gratitude feeling, it helps your brain make pathways that are kind of shortcuts to that feeling, so that anytime you have the opportunity to have that feeling, it looks for that. So if you go in somewhere, like my husband and I did a few weeks ago, we went to a really just pleasant restaurant. It wasn't super fancy, but it had really good food, and it was just attractive to be in. And so when we went in, we both went, oh, this is so nice and so pleasant. And because we've been working on our gratitude, we were able to focus on that instead of looking for the things that might be wrong or would make it better. We were able to go, this is just very nice and pleasant the way it is. So first, what you're grateful for. Second, how it feels. And 3, focus on that feeling. And we'll start right now. So for me, what I'm grateful for is having surroundings that I put together myself of things that are beautiful and attractive, and to have the means and the physical capability and the financial capability to do that. How it feels, I've already gone over that some. It's an openness in my heart, a calming and a pleasant fullness in my digestive area, my upper abdomen and epigastrum, and a relaxation in all of my muscles, especially in my shoulders. So I'm going to focus on that feeling, especially that outgoing heart feeling, which seems like the most important part for me. All right, so that very brief little break gave me a sense of peace, gave me a sense of abundance, gave me a sense of calm, gave me a sense of happiness, and gave me a sense of gratitude. So as you go into Thanksgiving, try to stop, especially when things get hectic, because sometimes in the middle of people coming in to visit and trying to get all of the parts of a meal together at the same time, it's easy for that sense of little desperation, sense of, oh no, there's not enough time and things aren't working right, to kind of take over. Give yourself the time, give yourself a moment, even if it's just 1 minute out of every hour, to stop and say, you know what, this is nice. It's nice that I'm able to have this amount of food, or it's nice that I'm able to see these people, or even that it's nice that I'm able to do this for a short term and then all those people go away. However that feels, whatever it is that you need to cultivate in yourself, so that you're able to look at the things that come your way, the things that are positive, the things that are good, and really enjoy that feeling and really enjoy the sense of abundance that gives you, and to be grateful for it, to feel thankfulness that that's something that you have. I hope you're able to do that some this week, and have a lovely Thanksgiving.